Beloved soul, pause for a moment and let the gentle rustle of heaven's wings surround you. We, your angels, appointed by the Creator of all that is seen and unseen, come to you with a message so urgent, so radiant, so overflowing with love that it cannot be contained. This is not a fleeting whisper or a passing thought, it is a divine proclamation, etched in the light of eternity, written with your name across its sacred scroll. This Friday is unlike any other. The heavens are aligning in a way that has not been seen before, opening wider than ever to pour out blessings crafted specifically for you. We return not with warnings of fear, not with the weight of judgment, nor with the sting of condemnation, but with arms laden with gifts from the heart of God, gifts of peace, provision, protection, and unshakable hope. The shadow of doubt and the light of truth. There has been a shadow, hasn't there? A quiet, creeping doubt that lingers in the corners of your mind, whispering lies that danger is near, that something dark is lurking just beyond your sight. Perhaps it's the weight of an unpaid bill, the strain of a fractured relationship, the uncertainty of a dream deferred, or the ache of a past regret. These shadows have tried to convince you that you are alone, that your future is uncertain, that your prayers have gone unheard. But hear us now, child of the Most High. We, the angels of the living God, stand before you to shatter those lies with the blazing truth of heaven. Fear is not your portion. Anxiety is not your inheritance. Worry is not the garment you were destined to wear. You were created for light, clothed in the splendor of faith, and wrapped in the unyielding love of your Creator. The only they you need ever acknowledge is not the clamor of fear, not the murmurs of doubt, not the accusations of the world, but the overwhelming, unstoppable, unchanging grace of God. This grace is your shield, your fortress, your song in the night. It surrounds you like an invincible barrier, deflecting every arrow of despair, silencing every voice of defeat. A heavenly declaration. Heaven speaks over you today with a voice that thunders through the ages. Declare with boldness, my path is shielded by light, and my days are written in peace. Say it now, beloved. Let the words rise from your spirit like a flame. My path is shielded by light, and my days are written in peace. Repeat it until it becomes the rhythm of your heartbeat, the cadence of your breath. Let these words tattoo themselves across the landscape of your heart, etching truth where doubt once lingered. Let them rise as a battle cry, a holy defiance against every lie that seeks to unseat your faith. Let them become the anthem of your soul, a melody that drowns out the shadows and calls forth the light. Erasing the shadows, we, the angels assigned to your destiny, have been commanded to delete the shadow of worry from your life. Every anxious thought about tomorrow, every heavy sigh over your finances, every tremble over your relationships, every pang of panic about your future, every sting of regret about your past, these are not yours to carry. We stand before you with divine authority, wielding the fire of faith to erase them, to annihilate them, to cast them into the abyss where they belong. Your Father in heaven has woven a tapestry of divine purpose, where every thread of delay, every strand of waiting, every moment of uncertainty is not a punishment but a protection. Heaven's timing is not rejection. It is not neglect. It is not abandonment. It is the greatest expression of love you could ever know, a love that shields you from paths not meant for you. A love that orchestrates every detail of your life to align with miracles yet to be unveiled. Consider this, beloved, every closed door was a fortress keeping you safe from harm. Every delayed answer was a divine alignment with heaven's perfect map. Every not yet was a promise that better is coming. Every silence was the brewing of a sudden, breathtaking breakthrough. The delays you've mourned, the waiting you've endured, the questions that have lingered, they are not evidence of God's absence but proof of His meticulous care. The power of faith over fear, so why worry? Why tremble? Why allow fear to write false stories in your mind? Delete the narrative of dread. Replace it with a new script, faith. Write it across your mornings as you rise to greet the dawn. Sing it into your nights as you rest beneath the stars. Let it echo through your prayers, a constant refrain, faith. This Friday, something invisible is shifting. You may not see it with human eyes, but your spirit will sense a stirring, a quickening, a divine movement in the unseen realms. An unseen army is gathering. A heavenly dispatch has been released. We, the angels of your destiny, are encircling you, moving with precision and purpose. We are clearing obstacles from your path, softening the hearts of decision makers, opening gates that no man can shut. We are pouring oil over your weary spirit, soothing the wounds of doubt and disappointment. We are planting seeds of sudden opportunity in the fields of your life, seeds that will sprout at the appointed time. We are bringing divine connections into your path, people who will speak life, open doors, and walk alongside you in God's purpose. The promise of favor this Friday, favor is falling like rain, soaking the dry places of your life with abundance. There is no curse strong enough to stop what heaven is sending you. There is no voice loud enough to silence the promises of God over your life. The atmosphere around you is charged with divine possibility. The air is thick with the fragrance of breakthrough. The veil between heaven and earth is thinner than ever, and miracles are brushing past your fingertips, waiting for you to grasp them. All we ask, beloved, is that you believe. Stand in the middle of the unknown with your head lifted high, your heart anchored in trust. Declare again and again, my path is shielded by light, and my days are written in peace. Do not allow your emotions to be ruled by the temporary. Do not bow to the pressures of impatience. Do not let fear narrate your story. The author of your life, the one who writes every chapter with perfect wisdom, is not finished. The greatest scenes are still being crafted. The most beautiful pages are yet to be revealed. The happiest tears are still waiting to fall. The song of the angels' angelic armies are singing over you right now, weaving songs of victory into your future. We are chanting your name before the throne of grace, lifting you higher than your circumstances. Listen carefully, there is nothing random happening in your life. Even what looks like a mistake, even what feels like a loss, even what appears as a delay, it is a masterstroke of the divine artist. God is sculpting strength in your spirit, forging resilience in the fires of trial. He is painting hope across the canvas of your soul, drawing faith deeper into your bones. At the right time, a time no force of darkness can delay, the masterpiece of your life will be unveiled. You will stand in awe, your heart overflowing with gratitude. You will shout with laughter, your voice ringing with joy. You will dance with abandon, your feet light with the freedom of answered prayers. and you will say, "Now I understand why it took this long. Now I see why the wait was worth it. Now I know why heaven told me to trust." A testimony of God's goodness. You will not be able to hold back your testimony. You will speak of the goodness of God before kings and beggars alike. Your words a beacon of hope in a world shrouded in fear. You will be a light shining in places that were once dark, a vessel of encouragement for those still trapped in doubt. Your story will ripple outward, touching lives you may never meet, planting seeds of faith in hearts you may never know. Because this Friday is not about fear. It is about faith renewed. It is about help restored. It is about victory declared. It is a turning point, a divine marker in the timeline of your life, where heaven kisses earth and new beginnings are born. A holy exchange. So today, beloved one, we angels invite you to make a holy exchange. Give up your fear and receive peace that surpasses understanding. Give up your worry and receive wisdom that guides your steps. Give up your sadness and receive joy that bubbles up like a spring. Give up your doubt and receive faith that moves mountains. Say it out loud, let it resound in the heavens. I trade my fear for heaven's peace. I trade my worry for heaven's wisdom. I trade my sadness for heaven's joy. I trade my doubt for heaven's faith. Feel the weight of those burdens lift as you release them into the hands of your Creator. Feel the lightness of spirit that comes with embracing His promises. Feel the strength that surges through you as you align your heart with His truth. We are strengthening you even now, whispering truth into the depths of your soul. We are fighting unseen battles on your behalf, dismantling strongholds, and clearing the way for God's purposes to unfold. Victory has already been declared in your favor, and not because of your perfection, not because of your achievements, but because you are loved. Ferociously, unconditionally, eternally loved by the King of all kings. Child of heaven, rise up. Shine again. Dream again. Help again. This Friday, heaven is kissing your life with new beginnings. Walk into it boldly, your heart ablaze with courage. Walk into it smiling, your spirit lifted by faith. Walk into it declaring, my path is shielded by light, and my days are written in peace. As you move forward, let faith be your compass, guiding you through every decision, every challenge, every moment of uncertainty. When doubts arise, as they sometimes will, return to this truth: you are not alone. The God who formed the stars is with you. The angels who guard the heavens are around you. The promises of eternity are within you. Practice the art of trust. Begin each day by speaking life over your circumstances, declaring God's promises with boldness. End each night with gratitude, thanking Him for His faithfulness, even when the answers are not yet visible. Surround yourself with reminders of His love via scriptures that anchor your soul, songs that lift your spirit, people who speak hope into your life. When the world feels heavy, retreat to the secret place of prayer, where heaven's whispers drown out earth's noise. Pour out your heart to God, knowing that He hears every word, sees every tear, and holds every dream. Trust that He is working, even when you cannot see it, even when you cannot feel it. Your life is a story still being written, a journey still unfolding. The chapters you've lived so far are the triumphs, the trials, the moments of joy and sorrow are all part of a greater narrative, one that leads to a glorious crescendo. The delays you've faced are not detours but divine detours, guiding you to destinations more beautiful than you could have imagined. As you walk this path, remember that you are not defined by your circumstances but by your Creator. You are not bound by your past but set free by His grace. You are not limited by what you see but empowered by what He has promised. Every step you take is a step toward destiny, a step toward the fulfillment of His plans for you, plans to prosper you, to give you hope, to secure your future. So stand tall, beloved. Let your faith be bold, your hope unwavering, your love radiant. Let the world see the light of heaven shining through you, a testament to the God who never fails. Let your life be a living song of praise, a melody of trust that echoes through eternity. This Friday, as the heavens open wider, as the angels move on your behalf, as the promises of God draw nearer, step into the fullness of who you were created to be. Embrace the peace that guards your heart, the wisdom that guides your steps, the joy that lifts your spirit, the faith that anchors your soul. We, your angels, standing before the throne of the Almighty, speaking under the authority of His infinite love, leave you now with a blessing that is not merely words but a living decree over your soul, a covering of light that cannot be broken, and a promise that is sealed in the eternal courts of heaven. May your heart, beloved one, be filled to overflowing with the unshakable certainty of God's limitless love, a love that does not falter, a love that does not retreat, a love that chases you into every valley and sings over you on every mountaintop, a love that holds you in the quiet hours when tears fall, and lifts you high when your voice shouts with joy. May your path, every step, every breath, every decision, every turn, be illuminated by the fierce, unwavering light of His truth, for His truth is not just knowledge, it is life, it is the sword in your hand, the fire in your bones, the song in your mouth, and the shield around your mind. And as you walk forward, know that no darkness, no confusion, no whisper of deception can withstand the brilliance of His light that now shines within and around you. May your days, each sunrise and sunset, each hour and each moment, be written not in the ink of human worry or fleeting hopes but in the permanent, unstoppable, heavenly ink of His perfect peace, the peace that steadies trembling hands, the peace that silences storms without and within, the peace that builds fortresses around your heart so that the winds of the world cannot shake you, the peace that acts as the signature of God upon the pages of your life story. May you, chosen and cherished child of the Most High, walk in a confidence so deep, so rooted, so divine that nothing and no circumstance, no opposition, no delay, no loss, no fear could ever steal it from you, a confidence that is born not from your abilities, not from worldly assurances, but from the eternal, unchangeable truth that heaven itself is for you, that armies of angels surround you, that the hand of God writes your journey with wisdom beyond all time. Let it be known in the core of your spirit that angels walk beside you, assigned specifically to your name, carrying out missions of protection, guidance, favor, and breakthrough on your behalf, whispering prayers into the ear of the Father on nights you feel too weak to speak, lifting your arms when your strength gives way, singing songs of victory over you even when your ears cannot hear them yet. May you live every moment knowing that miracles are not distant, not rare, not for someone else, but miracles are unfolding around you even now, miracles woven into the details of your ordinary days, miracles hidden in conversations, miracles dancing in your waiting, miracles buried like treasure along the path you are walking by faith, and at the perfect time, you will see them break open before you like dawn after the longest night. May you never again walk small, think small, dream small, or believe small. For the spirit within you is greater than all the forces against you, and the plans formed over your life are soaked in goodness, dripping with grace, saturated with destiny, and they will not be stolen, they will not be shortened, they will not be sabotaged, because the one who spoke galaxies into existence has also spoken over your life, and his word will not return empty. So go forth now, radiant one, beautiful and beloved, child of divine promise. Go forth with the light of heaven stitched into your spirit, with the authority of God's promises blazing in your hands, with the smile of your Father beaming down upon you, and let your life be a living, breathing, undeniable testimony to the God who specializes in making all things new, the God who breathes life into what seems dead, who opens doors that no man can shut, who lifts the broken-hearted and sets captives free, the God who is not just watching you from afar but is walking the road with you, whispering encouragement into your soul, filling your lungs with courage, and laughing with joy over every step you take closer to his dreams. For you go, and let your words be dipped in hope, your actions be saturated in love, your vision be sharpened by faith, and your days overflow with the evidence of his kindness. When you encounter mountains, remember that mountains are moved by mustard seeds of faith. When you pass through valleys, remember that valleys are where rivers of refreshment run. When you meet storms, remember that storms bow to the one who rides on the wings of the wind. When you face silence, remember that silence is sometimes heaven's sacred preparation ground for the most thunderous breakthroughs. And when you celebrate victories, remember to lift your hands and hearts in gratitude, for every good thing in your life comes down from the Father of lights, who never changes. Like shifting shadows, hold this blessing close like a treasure, recite it in your heart like a sacred song, and whenever fear tries to return, whenever doubt knocks at your door, whenever the world screams for your attention, stand tall, stand firm, and speak the decree that we have engraved upon your spirit. My path is shielded by light, and my days are written in peace. Say it loudly, say it boldly, say it even when trembling tries to take hold of you, because your words are weapons, your faith is a fortress, and your trust in God is a torch that will never go out. Your tomorrow is already safe in his hands, your today is already filled with his presence, and your yesterdays are already covered by his mercy. You are never abandoned, never forgotten, never forsaken, for the King of all creation calls you his own, his beloved, his masterpiece, and we, your angels, rejoice to walk this journey with you, to watch your story unfold, to carry your prayers upward and your blessings downward, to dance with you when victories come and to strengthen you when battles rage. Remember always, beloved, this Friday and every day, that the light is stronger than the darkness, the promise is bigger than the problem, and the God who holds you is greater than the storm you face. You are walking into a season of sudden blessings, hidden favor, divine surprises, supernatural joy, and you will see with your own eyes the goodness of God in the land of the living, and your testimony will be a flame that lights up other hearts and leads other souls home. Therefore go in peace, go in power, go in joy, and declare again and again without hesitation, without apology, without fear, my path is shielded by light, and my days are written in peace. For so it is, so it was spoken, and so it shall forever be. Beloved soul, as the celestial winds sweep across the tapestry of your life, we, the angels of the Almighty, gather in a radiant circle around you, our voices blending into a singular, eternal song to seal this moment with a divine promise that will echo through the corridors of your heart forever. Hear us now, for we speak not from the fleeting shadows of earth but from the throne room of heaven, where your name is known, your purpose is cherished, and your destiny is inscribed in letters of fire and light. To know that you are not a wanderer lost in the chaos of time, but a chosen vessel, a spark of the divine, sculpted by the hands of the Creator to shine as a beacon in a world that aches for hope. The struggles you've faced, the tears you've shed, the nights when the stars seemed to hide their faces, so these were not the end of your story but the forging of your spirit, the refining of your faith. The preparation for a glory so magnificent that it will leave you breathless when it unfolds. We see the weight you've carried, the questions that have pressed against your soul like stones, the moments when you wondered if your prayers were heard, but we declare to you now that not one whisper of your heart has gone unnoticed, not one sigh has been forgotten, for the God who numbers the hairs on your head has caught every tear in his sacred chalice, transforming each one into a pearl of promise that will adorn the crown of your testimony. The delays you've mourned, the doors that remained closed, the dreams that seemed to slip through your fingers, so these were not denials but divine detours, guiding you away from lesser paths to the highway of heaven's perfect will, where every step is paved with purpose and every turn leads to a miracle. You are not defined by the storms that have battered your shores but by the one who walks upon the waves, calling you to rise, to trust, to step out in boldness.